Hello my dear friend and welcome to my healthy kitchen. My name is Olga and today I want to show you my cake dream that I wanted to create probably last 2 years but never had enough time for this. So this is a cake. And I will show you how easy and fast to do it. Of course, this cake is plant-based, no eggs, no dairy, there is no gluten, no soy, no palm oil. Also, these cakes do not contain any nuts, so it's sometimes very important. And of course, no refined sugar. Let's make these show-stopping cakes at home and make happy those who we love very, very much. So, let's get started. Let's get started with the chocolate sponge. The very detailed recipe and video how to make the best ever chocolate sponge, vegan and gluten-free, you can find on my channel and just see the link above. And as a result, we will get such amazing chocolate sponge in 8 inches or 20 centimeters cake mold. Here you are. So the first thing that we need to make is to temper chocolate. So I have a special video with very detailed instructions how to do it. So here is my chocolate, homemade, made with only like 3-4 ingredients, if vanilla extract should be counted. And we have a temperature of 87-88 Fahrenheit. So with this temperature we can work. So we need the temperature range between 84-88 Fahrenheit. Okay, and we're going to make 2 sizes of our cake. So I have paper coffee tea cups in tall size and small size. Now we need to fill everything with the chocolate. Just see how I do everything and repeat. Turn the cup upside down. Perfect. And wait. Scrub and leave it here. Do the same with the next one. So as you saw, first of all we filled our cups with the chocolate, then we put it like a regular cup, and like in about 1 minute we move it upside down like this. So here you are. Now we move our cups to refrigerator for about like couple of minutes. This is our cups from refrigerator. Okay. We remove this part, so that's okay. Yes. Okay. And we repeat everything. The temperature of our chocolate should be between 84-88 Fahrenheit. Here you are, you may see it's becoming more dark, and with each next step it will be darker and darker. Also, our chocolate first layer is more cold and the sticking is more faster. Move everything in the refrigerator for 10 minutes. let's continue our job. Move to refrigerator for next 10-15 minutes. Now let's make our coconut cream and chocolate cream. The main ingredient for nut-free option of our creams is fresh coconut meat of Thai coconut. I want to emphasize that it's Thai coconut, it's not brown coconut. And the second important thing, that your meat should be thick. So I leave it like open this coconuts to show you that we need really thick meat. If such happen that you have a very thin meat into your coconuts, it means they are super young. And for our cream it doesn't work because the cream will be too runny, so it will not set very well. So we need a meat of 2 coconuts. Next important ingredient is a fresh coconut water from our Thai coconuts. So this is directly from these coconuts. Liquid sweetener, I will be using maple syrup, a little bit of lemon juice, vanilla extract and salt. Also we're going to use coconut oil and cacao butter. Cacao butter comes in such a fork, sometimes it's big pieces, and we need to melt it. So here you are, I prepared water bath and we melt it. And how to melt coconut oil and cacao butter, I have a separate video, please watch it. And of course, to make a chocolate cream we need raw cacao powder. Now let's measure our coconut meat. So here is my scale and I will show you how we do it. If you don't have access to fresh coconut meat, you can substitute this ingredient to cashews. And please read the recipe. I will put how many grams of cashews you need instead of this fresh coconut meat, and of course the cashews should be soaked. And important, if you put cashews, so it's gonna be not nut-free dessert. Oh, so you see we have 200 grams of meat, it's 1.5 coconut. This meat I will remove from my coconut and I freeze it. I can use it anytime later, you can freeze it up to 2 months. We need to wash our coconut meat and try to remove these dirty spots. You can use a knife to help it, and we can start blending our ingredients. Also here you are, our cacao butter is melted. In the high-speed blender we add all ingredients in this order. So we put fresh coconut meat, coconut water, lemon juice, vanilla extract, our sweetener. These ingredients like raw cacao powder, coconut oil and melted cacao butter we're going to add later. Now we need to blend everything into completely smooth consistency. As soon as you have completely smooth consistency, you can add oils using a low speed of your blender. So here you are, the first part of our cream is ready. It's a coconut cream and it has amazing texture. Now we need a piping bag and we pour the half of this cream into the piping bag. So we pour about like 200-250 grams of coconut cream. Adding cacao powder. you are. And let's we pour it into the piping bag. Very smooth, thick cream. So here you are, we have coconut cream, we have chocolate cream. We move everything in the refrigerator until decoration. Now let's make our cherry jam. So I'm going to use frozen cherries. They are frozen right now, it's okay. We're going to sweeten it with coconut sugar and we will add citrus pectin. Now first let's weigh 200 grams of frozen cherries. Perfect. Let's defrost our cherries on the stove, and let me talk a little bit about our other two ingredients. So here we are, we have coconut sugar, and also I'm going to use apple pectin. And you can use this brand. If you use this brand, you need to use 8 capsules, or you can use 2 teaspoons or 6 grams of any other brand. Now we need to combine these two ingredients into a bigger bowl. Just combine them and mix. We need to be sure that our cherries became soft. Now they are still quite hard. If you want to have smaller pieces of cherries, you can use a blender and make them smaller. And we can add our dry ingredients and mix everything every time. Let's reset a timer, and we need to boil for about 1.5 minutes. You need to stir it all the time. Here you are, we finished. So this is our jam. We're going to use it like a filling for our cake, and you honestly can use it just like a spreadable jam on your toast. You can use it for any other baked or raw cakes as a filling, and it honestly tastes amazing. Before using into our cake, we need to cool it down or just cover it with the lid or plastic wrap and leave in the refrigerator until you need it. So what we prepared to set up our cake? We have our chocolate sponge, we have our cherry jam, very thick and it's amazing. We have coconut cream and chocolate cream. Also, this is like an example of what size of chocolate sponge we need to cut, and I want to cut everything with cookie cutter. Very simple. Also, regarding how you will be layering your cake, so it's totally up to you. I wrote for myself such notes, but please, you can skip cherry jam and use just like a chocolate and coconut cream. So this is only about your imagination. Now let's prepare our sponge. I want to cut a very top layer right now. Here you go. And do not throw it away. Let's reset it aside. And these leftovers. And let's see what size we need. So something like this. This is on the bottom. Then we can use a little bit bigger and no, probably this and bigger size. We can cut. One. Again, these are leftovers coming here. And these two I want to cut in half. Three, four. So let's get started from the tall boys. I chilled my cream for about like 4 or 5 hours, so it is quite thick already, and I help with a spoon to help to spread it a little bit. The goal of putting the cream the first is to stick my sponge with the bottom, and we put the smallest, gently press it, then we spread some jam on top. Let's spread chocolate cream. Gently press. Great. Again jam. White cream. This is how we are going to make a swirl. So this is our leftovers of sponge and a little bit of maple syrup. And toss. Here you are. We put it on the parchment paper and move it to the oven to make it dry and crispy. Let's decorate our beautiful cake. So first of all, the most important thing is that we need to remove our cakes from these cups, and I will show you how easy to do it. Here you are. Just please use gloves so you will not leave any fingerprints here. Here you are. How we can decorate our cake. So first of all, yesterday we made the soil, and this is leftovers of our sponges that were dried into the oven. They are super delicious. So I think this is the way how I would eat all my leftovers after baking. Also, I have some types of flours. So here is flours edible that are quite safe to put on your cake without any isolations. Also, if you don't have access to edible flours, you can use regular flours, and I will show you how to safely insert any flours into your cakes. So let's get started. This is my melted chocolate. I didn't temper it, I just reheated it into the microwave, and you can see that it was burnt, so that's why I never do it, but just for decoration it's totally okay. Let's get started with our real flowers. Here you are. Let's imagine that I want to put here such flowers that will be visible like this. I want to isolate my flowers with the foil. Let's make one height, put it in the middle and tightly press it. So here you are, what we want to insert inside. So we want to insert like here. And now we just need to make a hole. You can use chopsticks, you can use knife, so whatever you want. So let's say I want to use a knife. We just need to make a hole. Here you are. Here you are. This is our flowers. And I want to sprinkle a little bit of chocolate here to stick my soil and my cake. So the first one is ready. And let's work with this one. Press a little bit. Here you are, we finished. And now let me show you how I pack these beautiful cakes for my customers, for like my family, so you can do the same, and it can be amazing gift. And I'm sure it will be unforgettable gift. So you can use any tissue paper that you can find, and maybe some ribbon. So I found that this is quite cool with my flowers. So here you are, we finished. I hope one day you try this recipe. It tastes amazing, it has a wow-looking presentation, and I'm sure that it can be an unforgettable gift for your mom or for the person who you love very, very much. So let me know if you like this recipe, and I can't wait to see your creations. Please tag me when you make anything from my YouTube channel. See you soon. I'll be happy to see you next time.